Hey everyone, this is Nate with another Backcountry beer review. Today I hiked up to the top of Shaggy Peak, which it's pretty close to Santa Fe actually, but it took me a darn long time to get here. It is probably the most exhausting hike I've ever done for a Backcountry beer review, and that's including Ladrone Peak. I feel dead right now. I'm gonna have to be a little bit fast here because the weather looks like it's starting to turn for the worst, and this is about the worst kind of place you'd want to be in the event of a thunderstorm. The beer I'm going to be reviewing today is by Steelbender Brewyard in Los Ranchos de Albuquerque in New Mexico, and it's their Tangerine Dynamite Kettle Sour. I've been to Steelbender a few times, and I've bought their beer a few times. I think it's pretty good, but I would not call myself familiar with them by any means. So I'm really excited to try this beer because it's something different than what I normally drink. So the Dynamite series by Steelbender is like a rotating seasonal series where each season they'll change the fruit puree that's added to the beer. So their spring edition this year is the Tangerine version, and perfect type of fruit to add for a spring type beer, a summer beer. I expect it to be fairly refreshing, fairly tangy. So read the back of the can. It says, "A banking good brew, citrusy sweet aroma exploding from the tank, smooth mouthfeel, and a tangy, creamy, refreshing flavor reminiscent of a summertime treat. Ready to pour, ready to drink, and oh so good. Kaboom!" So I have a feeling based on other marketing I've seen that the summertime treat that they're referring to here would be a creamsicle, dreamsicle type thing, So I'm going to hike back down the peak because, again, I do not want to be up here if it starts raining. And it was also a little sketchy. There are definitely some class 3 moves I had to do, and I really don't like to drink before I do something like that. So I'll see you guys on level ground. All right, well, we made it down the mountain. I'm sufficiently exhausted, and I think there's still like a 4-mile hike ahead of me. So this beer will give me that little bit of energy I need, hopefully. We're gonna do this kind of quick because the sky is getting a lot cloudier and the thunder is getting more frequent. So time for a sip. Zoinks! It's a good beer. Well, if anybody says that it's not tangy, it wasn't me. Obviously, this is a kettle sour, so it's gonna be pretty tart. I'll say right off the bat, it is not terribly complex, and you wouldn't really expect it to be. As far as the flavors I'm getting, obviously I'm getting that tangerine flavor coming through right at the beginning. And this is a little bit warmer than when I was drinking it at home, and it comes through even more flavorful. I mean, it really just tastes like eating, in my opinion, something like a cutie halo, those small, I guess they're mandarins, but it's pretty similar to tangerine. I mean, it's made with tangerines. You'd expect it to taste like a tangerine. Now, the one thing I'll say is that they're trying to evoke the dreamsicle creamsicle comparison, much in the way that the Royally Stuffed that I did a while back was trying to evoke the Oreo comparison. My problem is that maybe it's just my taste buds, or maybe these brewers are overestimating the potency of the milk sugar, but I'm just not really getting that. Like, maybe for a fleeting moment that flavor exists where I could pinpoint it in the profile, like kind of as it goes from the first third to the middle third, but really, I'm not really getting the creamsicle. Like I said, I'm getting the cutie and halo notes. As far as summertime treats, maybe it's a little reminiscent to me of like an orange popsicle or an orange, those push-ups. Those are pretty good. I'm gonna take another sip. So I don't normally make notes about mouthfeel or anything like that, but I just have to say that the mouthfeel of this beer is amazing. I mean, it just has that perfect effervescence that really feels good in the mouth, really stimulates those taste buds and lets them be more receptive to that tart orange flavor. So really good job on that. As the flavor kind of finishes off, I think that's where the tartness induced by the lactobacillus is coming in a little bit more versus the natural tartness of the tangerine. And so in the final third, I am getting this little bit of a lemon tartness, not so much tangerine orange in that realm. I think this is gonna give me the energy to hike the 4 miles out of here, especially if I'm start getting rained on. And I, of course, have my backup beer that I might consume as well. Cheers, everyone, and have a backcountry beer for me. So, cheers, everyone, and have a backup beer for me. Oh my God, why did I say that? So.